Students and teachers from around the state protest budget cuts.
The spring play is just around the corner.
The Crimson Bears make short work of the Falcons.
Hello and welcome. Also on the show, we have Safe Grad, calendar, and sports.
Yes, we do, so stay tuned.
The spring play... The spring play is coming up, which means that tickets will be going on sale soon. The play is called Mary Poppins, which is a combination of students from both JDHS and TMHS. It's happening on May 7th, 8th, and 9th at 7 p.m., then again on the 10th at 2 p.m. The tickets cost $10 for students, $15 for senior citizens, $20 for general admission, and the tickets cost $2 more at the door.
For all the seniors out there suffering from the insufferable ailment of senioritis, keep your eyes on the prize, because if you don't graduate, then you can't go to the biggest, safest, coolest party of the year, Safe Grad. We talked to Miss Mosier to find out how Safe Grad started, when it's happening, and what fun thing will be happening there.
And Lockhart and a couple other people started a Safe Grad group of people and a after graduation party to try to take place of some of the parties that were happening out the road. So Safe Grad takes place on the night of the 24th when you guys have graduated. It starts at 10 o'clock and it ends at 2:15 in the morning for the class of 2015. So there'll be carnival games and activities and face painting and movies and a bouncy house and gambling and all kinds of fun stuff. Lots of prizes. So it should be really fun.
If you have any questions, you can email junosafegrad2015@gmail.com or talk to co-chair Miss Mosier in room 218.
Last month, the French level 3 and 4 classes took a short trip to Martinique, a French region in the Caribbean. Gavin recently set out to find more information.
Juneau-Douglas High School's French program went to Martinique over spring break earlier this year. We talked to a French 4 student to see how her personal experiences were.
There are a lot of reasons. First of all, I think it really improved my French just being there for a week. The first day I got there, I was like going around like, oh my God, what is happening around me? But by the end of the week, I was definitely picking up more of what was being said around me. Also, I think it was just a really interesting experience being totally immersed in this completely different culture. And I think that's an experience that it's really important for us to have as young people, especially in an isolated town like Alaska. I think it's really important for us to get out and experience the culture beyond here. The language for me was a big part of it because I love studying French, I love speaking French. But I think somebody who wasn't learning a language could still get a lot out of a trip to a foreign country. First of all, you probably don't have to worry very much about communication because a lot of people, when I didn't understand, they spoke in English to me. It's just really interesting to look at the differences and the similarities. I went there and they have this whole different attitude towards school and towards having fun. Their attitude is, while you're in high school, that's your time to have fun. And you should study, yeah, but you should also be social. It was interesting to get those sort of two perspectives. But at the same time, a lot of things, it's human nature. We're all the same in this world. So it was really interesting.
The legislature says they're going to cut $47.5 million out of the education budget for next year. That would mean cutting electives like the one that brings you this fabulous news show. There have been rallies against the cuts these last few weekends, and we sent Selma to find out more.
Invest in kids! Invest in kids! Invest in kids!
The legislature has threatened budget cuts to education every year. However, this year, they seem like they're really going through with it. The oil market is down and our money is going other places. However, the people of Alaska seem to have some other ideas. They've been out rallying on the Capitol steps the past 2 weekends.
And we're here, a lot of Juneauites, but there's also people from across the state. Every child in every public school in Alaska will be impacted by the cuts that are proposed. Sports and activities are going to take a huge hit electives, you're going to see class sizes of over 40 kids.
Invest in kids! Invest in kids! Invest in kids!
We walked up onto the Capitol steps. And the first rally ended in a silent walkthrough of the Capitol building. We went and talked with the leader of the organization leading the rallies.
Student voices are powerful. You're the ones who will be hit the most by these changes. So please, speak up.
We want Monday!
If you want to get involved, you can send an email to our legislators at alllegislators@alaska.gov.
Moving on to sports, we have Liam here to tell us the results from this past week's games. How have our Crimson Bears been doing, Liam?
Hi guys, thanks for having me on the show. I have lots of sports-related news for you all, with lots of good news for our Crimson Bears. First off, the Tuesday scores. Girls soccer was against TMHS with a score of 1-0 to JD for the junior varsity team. And for the varsity girls soccer team, they also played against TMHS with a tied score of 2-2. This past Wednesday, boys soccer played against TMHS again, this time at the Adair Kennedy Field. The Crimson Bears controlled the entire game and didn't even let TMHS close to our goal. The final score was JDHS 4, TMHS 0. Well done, boys soccer. Varsity baseball also played on the same day against TM and won with a final score of 2-1. And that's it for sports. Go Bears!
Now let's take a look at next week's events.
Tonight, JV softball versus TM at 3 p.m., varsity softball versus TM at 5 p.m., and again at 7 p.m. Track and field is in Sitka. JV boys soccer is against Sitka at 5:15 p.m. at Adair Kennedy Field.
Tomorrow, track and field is in Sitka. Junior varsity softball is at TM at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., and varsity softball is at TM later at 11 a.m. Girls soccer versus East Anchorage at 2:45 p.m. Boys soccer versus East Anchorage at 4:30 p.m. and JV boys soccer is against Sitka at 6:15 p.m.
Pink slips are due on Tuesday.
And on Wednesday, soccer is in Anchorage.
Soccer is still at Anchorage on Thursday. Softball plays Sitka at noon, and at 12 p.m. there is a parent group meeting in the upper JDHS library.
And that's it for the calendar.
It was such a beautiful day on Wednesday, sunny and warm. I do hope we have more sun in the future. Now we go live to Isabel for the weather report. How does the weather look for this weekend, Isabel?
Thanks, Janetha. As you can tell, I am standing outside currently, and the weather is pretty tolerable. Let's look at the satellite map. You may have noticed, unless you have been inside all week, that we've had some enjoyable weather. That's because the wind is pushing up dry air from the east over Canada. As you can see from the left side of your screen, quite a bit of rain is coming for this weekend and into the next week from the west. Today, as you can see, it's pretty sunny with the highs of 55 and lows around 38. Saturday, it will be partly cloudy with highs of 55 and lows around 38. Sunday will be partly cloudy again with highs of 51 and lows around 38. That's all for the weather for this weekend. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Isabel. It looks like the weather will be pleasant this weekend. Well, that's all we have time for today. If you want to watch past episodes, visit our website at jdhsvideo.org.
And if you want to keep up to date with us, you can find us on Twitter at JDHS Video. Stay tuned for next week for more JDTV news.